Hey y'all, I've got a story to tell y'all, and it's going to help you get through with life, I think. I hope it does. I'm not telling this story for anybody to feel sorry for me. This is a true story. And I need for y'all to listen, okay? Because I used to have where I could make my dream come true. My dream was to help orphans and the less fortunate. Fight against the system because the system isn't always correct. And I don't believe in it much, but that's all we have right now, so that's what we have to go by, unfortunately. And so many things keep swept under the rug, like if you're poor, you don't have enough money for an attorney, or no one looks at you and your case gets dismissed, or even if you were murdered, swept underneath the rug because you weren't, in their eyes, what you see, high society. And that needs to stop. Or we need to figure out another way, a different system, in some kind of way. Because let me tell you what, I don't need no one to feel sorry for me, because I made it through everything I'm about to tell you. Only because of faith in God and belief in myself. And a lot of help from others. But there was a lot of people that did not want to let me be here to tell the story. Now, I'm an orphan of 4. I was sitting right next to my daddy when that car went flipping 4 times, and I lost my mom and daddy that day. It was pretty horrific for me. I was the age of 3. My sister, Beth, was a year older than me. She didn't speak for the next 3 or 4 years of her life. And we got placed with my granny, Eunice, my daddy's mama, which did her best to take care of us. While the Blakeleys, my mama's side of the family, wanted to separate us and collect us for money. They're going to make money on us. Meanwhile, King Blakely, our grandfather, mama's daddy, left my mother an inheritance, and that when we were 18, we were to get if something was to happen to my mama. Now, I don't believe the story that they tell me why my mama and daddy got killed and why that car went flipping 4 times that day. Because you see, my daddy was a hard-working man, and both sides of the family fought all the time against each other. Neither one of them really ever fought. Needed money. They always, well, I guess some of them worked hard, but I know my grandpa Blakely, King Blakely, worked hard, and he left every one of his children and their children inheritance and money that should have never, ever had to worry about a thing in their life. But they did. They spent all of theirs, and they came after ours. And I don't believe Mama and Daddy just flipped the car on one day because they said he was drunk, because my daddy worked a hard job and was there every day of the week that he was supposed to have been there. Had a Cadillac convertible that was paid off when they got killed. You don't do that if you're hardcore drunk like they said he was. On top of losing my mama and daddy, both sides of my family talk bad about one another. Let's not do that. Let's not hurt children worse than they already was hurt. Okay? And then my daddy's brothers took it upon themselves to touch us in places that we should not have been touched. You get where I'm going with this? That's wrong. Then, me being a headstrong young lady that I was, made it like it was my fault. I was the outcast. It's one thing to do something you're not supposed to do and to make it feel like it's the child's fault. That's so very wrong. We need to correct that. We need to think about and fix a way to correct. If there's a pill for everything else, why ain't there a pill for that? Child molestation is way worse in this world than we think it is, and I'm going to let that go at that. Okay. So I handled all that, and I took care of my brothers and my sisters and my granny when she got Alzheimer's, and finally had to put her in a home. That broke all of our hearts. But, got married at 16. Had my first baby at 17. Love my little girl. My only little girl out of 3 boys. But she started telling her fibs about the age of 5, and I thought she'd outgrow it, but she didn't. Now, meanwhile, back at the ranch, I went back to the house after I left Gary and Joy's house, after I could not take no more of the abuse in every kind of way. I got my sister, Marcia, out of there, and I took her home with me and my husband, Greg. Well, she started flirting with him, and eventually, when Laura was 6 weeks old. Now, what kind of sister is that? Well, I forgave her, time and time again. But she had this embed against me that she just was going to have everything that I wanted, or everything that I earned, everything I worked for to get. And she has. At the age of 59 years old, I'm telling you, that woman has dug her teeth so deeply in me that only God can get her out of here. Throughout the years, I went back to Arkansas to take care of her when she was on her dying deathbed of cirrhosis of the liver. I don't know how she keeps coming back, but she's here for a reason, to make my life a living hell, and she has. Now, throughout the years, she's not stopped, and neither has my daughter. I have been able to, whatever life has thrown at me, been able to overcome and move on and make a positive manner out of my life and theirs. Everything I've ever bought or gotten, they have destroyed it. Stabbed my motorcycle tires, put BBs in my engine, tore up everything I've ever worked for. So I finally had enough and I got away from it. Went to Arkansas and had a good life there for 5 years. Had a store, didn't need anything, didn't want anything. I helped everybody along the way. No, I'm not perfect in any kind of way. But I do believe in God, and if you're ever going to think that you're going to get through in this world, you've got to love yourself. Do not let anybody dim your light. Don't sink down. Don't take breadcrumbs. Don't take less. Be kind along your way, but set boundaries. I didn't know how to do that. I've learned now. And it was way late in life, but I finally learned that. Sometimes you can be too kind and too caring, too giving. People take advantage of that and call you ignorant and all kinds of other words. Now, if it wasn't life hard enough losing my parents, being molested, and I'm not asking anybody, because you've got to be strong in this world. If you think you're going to get through them tougher times, you've got to love yourself. When nobody else is there, and times are real down, and I absolutely have nobody but you and God. That's it. You and God. Because your family is so jealous, full of greed, and it's all about money, and I've got way more to tell you. So Jeff and Marcia got together and had a couple kids. They lost custody of them. Steve Dixon and I went in and fought for them. We got them. Took them back to Florida. We let Marcia and Jeff come live with us, and she tried everything she could do to sleep with that husband. Probably did. But anywho, I don't care. Strap your big girl panties on and get up and do it again. That's all I know how to do. Other than to love myself and God and you. People need to learn themselves to love themselves, because if not, you're not going to get out of the trenches of life that some people will put you in. And if they can, even unalive you. Let's talk a little bit about that. So many years went by, and I gave Jeff and Marcia custody of their children back. Well, Marcia lost it again, and Jeff got married in Arkansas to another woman, and they raised the kids and kept Marcia out of it. Now I know why. Because love is blind, y'all, and sometimes love's too hard, and you don't see the real story that's coming at you. And Marcia's an evil woman. She will deplete you, eat you up, spit you out at the end of the day, and laugh in your face. Oh, she's good now. So Paige eventually, Jeff passed away, and Cheryl passed away. And Paige was here in South Carolina, doing well, had her 2 kids, and was married. And I've got to tell you about my brother Scott, but that's another story. So, Laura Lee, my daughter, ends up having an affair with Paige's husband, which is so very wrong. She's kind of like Marsha sometimes. Laura Lee, I love her to death, but she's kind. She'll go to anybody, but she's got a mean soul in her. She's got a mean soul. And she did everything that she could do along the way to put her mama down, too. She did not want to see her mama achieve none so ever. And I had a few good people backing myself along the way. Stanley and Becky Pilot, love y'all. Monty Pasco, I wouldn't have got through without y'all. Mama Baker, oh my God, is the best woman. Her name was Joan Carolyn Baker. Joan, she carried the same name as my mama. I love that woman to death. She did more than y'all could ever imagine for me to help me. People see the real light in people. And there's so many more. I love each and every one of you. Steve and Sue Zorn out of Michigan. Now, y'all, these people will turn your friends against you. They'll even have friends come in and love bomb you and have them turn against you too, just to poison you. Oh, yeah. Put stuff in your food. I couldn't understand why this was going on. They even had the town turn against me. I'm still owed $5,000 in the last 2 years paying to get my license straight, when I had a very good license out of state of Arkansas. But they somehow got me caught up in South Carolina. I'm still going through it till today. My friend helped me pay $1,300 of it. But I think he might have been bought in by the family. Love bombing. Yeah. And Juwan Clark Jr., he had, his family evicted me, and I had rented. It's a long story. But anyway, they're wrong. But let me tell you something. You are strong enough. No matter what the tornado is, the hurricane, love yourself. But also, knowledge is power. Get knowledge when you can see these people coming at you, even if it's your own family. Love yourself enough to walk away. Okay? I mean, and I hope to God Marsha didn't murder her own child. But when I was there to get Beth this last time, I saw enough evidence, I'm pretty sure it's true, between her and Roland Hood. I got Beth out of there, and Trevor tucked her back into there. And I believe Marsha Dawson's the reason she's gone as well. Although Trevor Rowell pulled the plug, or had it pulled. She came out of a coma one day when I was there. They kicked me out of the hospital right after because I keep asking questions. Why ain't y'all updated this chart on page? I mean, what's going on? I mean, I had a set of twins. March 22nd, 2023. I called and reported it. Nothing been done about it. I was in South Carolina. They dropped 7 different cases. Why? I was targeted. Tell me the law's involved in this too. Y'all, let me tell you something. Whatever you're doing and you think you're going to get away with it, you're not. God sees everything. It's only a matter of time. I mean, is it worth it over money? Over my inheritance? Over cashing a check in my name, Laura Lee? Over stealing my identity? Having me beaten up? Is it all worth it? It's not. I'm here to tell you it's not. Family is everything. The people that you love is everything. There ain't no amount of money in this world is ever going to change that. At the end of the day, when you're dying on your deathbed, are you worried about that money? No, I bet you ain't. I'm worried about you going to heaven, ain't you? That's what you need to be worrying about today. Making it right. And I guarantee you, I would have forgiven every one of them Blakeleys when I moved there in 2017 for what they did. That's what I went in to go tell them. Y'all, I know what you're doing. We can make this right. I know you spent all the money, but there's land right here that belongs to me. I can make something out of that land by doing what I wanted to do. Build an embassy for orphans and the less fortunate. People get destroyed and walked on and talked to and disrespected every day of this world. Every day of their life. And I'm so tired of it. Please rethink how you think about people, talk to people, respect people, or disrespect them. It's wrong. Whatever you do today to somebody, you are going to relive it, I promise. So rethink your thoughts, your actions. When you think it, you can pray about it and not act upon it. Be the best version of yourself today, tomorrow, and every day. Let's make a better world for us to live in and hereafter. In God's name I pray, amen.